As I was going through the footage, I realized that for the most part, nothing happened while I was leveling. It was a pretty mundane chapter of my Blue Goats adventure, with a few exceptions which I will be going over shortly. It was kill these mobs, get this item, murder some gay fish. I know that is the standard WoW classic formula, but I guess without the hardcore element of losing everything, I became nothing. Mindlessly going from quest to quest, knowing I wasn't in any real danger of losing my character. But then again, I wasn't in any real danger of losing my character. Anyway, where were we? Last time we left off, I arrived at Camp Bloodwatch, I did a bunch of quests, I got jumped by Blood Elf Youth Gang and died. But I got better. Then came Bloodwash Beach. I have strong opinions regarding this place. There you have a gnome residing in a turtle shell that gives you 2 quests. One is kill a bunch of murlocs and take their shit. Easy enough, even though the area is crowded. Now the other quest is where things get tricky. On paper it's simple, just go and grab the equipment box. They have 4 spawning locations, pick one and wait. It shouldn't be a problem, only there are 20 other people doing the same thing, and the respawn rate is around 10 minutes. What you end up with is a bunch of dopamine-ridden retards standing around a murloc tent, foaming at the mouth, hoping they click faster than the other guy. You spend your time waiting and waiting, asking yourself, was the box ever real? The quest even resulted in a gnome ice agent trying to deport me from the quest zone. You know, the one next to my starting location. After waiting and waiting, the box spawned as I was fighting a murloc that manifested just to fuck me over.
The game was rigged from the start.
What I want to say is, fuck murlocs, fuck gnomes, and fuck Clopper's equipment. I went to a private island to kill a very influential Naga, had to go through a lot of bodyguards to get to him. There were more of the go over there, kill that, grab that, piss in the sink type quests. Although the one where I had to get the red rocks, I really had to lock in. Had to check one last time. Later, I formed the most diverse party with the sole intention of killing a spider. An enormous spider, mind you. And finally, it was time for Hoof Sniffer's first dungeon. I begged for a portal to Stormwind, took all the Deadmine quests and was off to Westfall. Since I graduated from the mace and shield to a 2-handed mace, I needed to learn how to use it. Dare I say, master it. When the time finally came, I began searching for a group. Being an enhancement shaman, I was hoping for a DPS spot. But unfortunately, I wound up as the tank, even though I asked to be one. Now a bit of context. I am not very familiar with this dungeon. This was my second time ever going into it. And tanking, oh boy. Despite all that, I had the big dragon buff and was ready to go. Our first hurdle as a team was to get everyone inside the dungeon. Our healer didn't accept the summon the first time, so Latia and I had to go all the way out to summon her. It was finally time to start. The beginning of the dungeon was a breeze. I was the tank, but it seems like no one told details. First boss, not gonna lie, had a bit of a heart attack regarding healing. But in the end, we beat him fair and square with 0 casualties. I even got a blue weapon. The run seemed very promising. The second boss I didn't even pull, but it didn't matter since we killed him with no problem. We continued rampaging through the mine, the Deadmine, until we arrived to the foundry. You guessed it, it was filled with goblins. We pulled bit by bit, but eventually we cleared it. Along with the third boss. Well, don't mind if I do. Several trash pulls later, we arrived at Van Cleef's dreadnought, and on the bridge we fought a Tauren named Mr. Smite. Wait, I'm sorry, how the fuck does a bricklayer turned outlaw create the most diverse group of criminals in the world, consisting of wizards, rogues, goblins, pirates, ogres, a Tauren, even a fucking murloc? But I can't play as an ogre on the Horde? Sure. Anyway, we kill Mr. Smite with a bit of a close call, but it's all good. As we murdered our way across the dreadnought, the unthinkable happened. Someone pulled like 8 mobs. Our brave DPS jumped to a platform, but me and the healer weren't so lucky, and we didn't know you can do that. Run back time. I linked up with the healer, killed some patrols, and soon we were back to the same old as before. There was a boss pull incident. Twice. But since we all learned the ancient jump on the wheel thingy technique, we were untouchable. I was gifted some milk for the upcoming battles. The first one was against Captain Greenskin. Easy peasy. Then came the fight against the final boss of the dungeon. Captain Edwin Van Cleef. It's surely going to be a tough battle. And I'm dead. My team manages to finish him off. Then we kill the Murloc boss and bolt on out of there. The party leader wasn't very content with my performance, but it is what it is. I returned to the mine to complete the rest of the quests. Thankfully, there was another team of misfits there to help me clear a path. Sucks what happens to them later. Then I triumphantly returned to Stormwind to hand in all of the quests and take a long nap.